Hey, today's devotional is for Saturday, January 30th, 2021, and today we're going to be taking a look at a passage from Ecclesiastes. Hard to find. Small. Proverbs. Okay. Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verses 17 through 25. It begins, I hated life, because what is done under the sun was grievous to me, for all is vanity, and a chasing after wind. I hated all my toil in which I had toiled under the sun, seeing that I must leave it to those who come after me. And who knows whether they will be wise or foolish? Yet they will be master of all which I toiled and used my wisdom under the sun. This is also vanity. So I turned and gave my heart up to despair concerning all the toil of my labors under the sun, because sometimes one who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave all to be enjoyed by another who did not toil for it. That is also vanity and a great evil. What do mortals get from all the toil and strain with which they toil under the sun? For all their days are full of pain, and their work is a vexation. Even at night their minds do not rest. This is also vanity. There is nothing better for mortals than to eat and drink, and find enjoyment in their toil. This also I saw is from the hand of God. For apart from him, who can eat, or who can have enjoyment? For to the one who pleases him God gives wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner gives the work of gathering and heaping, only to give to one who pleases God. This is also vanity and a chasing after wind. So these verses spoke to me today, and talking about all this toil and all the things that are done for man. And it was talking about what can we do? You work, and it made me think of all the work that sometimes I will do in life, to be able to do well at work, or to be able to, whatever the case is. A lot of times, as I talked about, trying to get credentials, getting different education, doing a lot of things throughout life, and if I think about it in the context of the way that this person that wrote in Ecclesiastes did, there were times I thought was very hard and felt toiling away. And what is the point of any of those things? Just like for them tending to the soils on the grounds, and they're not getting anything from it, or if they do get anything from it, it's at the end of days where now it might go to others who did not work for it. And the use of the word vanity struck out to me, because it reminded me of some of the other things that I said when I was talking about that competent or trying to be righteous before, and ultimately potentially becoming self-reliant instead. And as we see at the end of chapter 2 by the writer of Ecclesiastes, he reminds us that what do we have in that's worth anything that's not vanity, that is goodness, other than being in God, in you. And so I like to juxtapose this and think about what God is bringing us, and even in the joy, and being able to take joy in those toils, and turn them into something that is bearable instead of unbearable. Again, we were told that come when you're weary, and my yoke is light. And following God, and finding meaning in all those things, rather than trying to be self-reliant, and instead focusing on the works of God, makes those things enjoyable, in things even as simple as such as in eating and sharing with others. And that's what can bring us joy. So again, we can find meaning, and relating to yesterday's, we can find life in its fullness, when we get the joy of living and doing for God rather than toiling away at all these things for ourselves. So I just wanted to connect those things and share that with you, and hope you enjoy as we round out January tomorrow.